Massive political face-off in West Bengal as BJP announces political march to TMC headquarters. However, the state police have declared the BJP march to Nabanno illegal. Fresh TMC versus BJP face-off panning out. BJP believes that they should be allowed that march, and Ishan Dev in fact joins us live from Kolkata. Ishan, what's the issue with the government there? Why are they not allowing this political march to happen? And in fact, what are the issues on which BJP wants that march in the first place?
Well, see, the BJP's Nabanna Abhiyan is scheduled tomorrow, and just a little while ago, the Howrah Police Commissionerate has sent a letter to the office in charge of BJP West Bengal, Srijan Kumar, and the letter in that letter, the Deputy Commissioner of Howrah Police Commissionerate has said that this Nabanna Abhiyan, which has been announced by BJP, is totally illegal because earlier also there was such a program organized by BJP, to be specific, by BJP Yuva Morcha, and during that program there was a severe breach of law and order, and in view of the situation, Howrah Police Commissionerate is not going to allow BJP to organize this program this time, and they have announced it to be illegal. That's why BJP, as it announced, that there will be three big processions from 3 points towards Nabanno. One will be led by the former BJP state president and the national vice president of BJP nowadays, Mr. Dilip Ghosh. That procession will start from College Square in Kolkata, and the other two processions will start from Howrah Maidan area, which will be led by Shukanto Mujumdar, who is the state BJP president, and the other procession will start from Satragachi towards Nabanno, and from the Satragachi procession there will be Shubhendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition. He will be leading that procession. So these three major processions, these three major marches will be there towards Nabanno, but the Howrah police has said that the procession which will start from Satragachi, right, and another Ishan, which will start from Howrah Maidan, both comes under the Howrah Commissionerate, and those are illegal.
Right. Ishan, hold on to your thoughts. I'll come to you. Shishir Bajoria of the BJP joins us over the phone. Mr. Bajoria, now that the march is illegal, are you still going to go ahead with that, in which case there could be a law and order situation?
Well, first of all, let's look into what have they declared illegal. The fact that it's 75 crores and still counting in cash, and this is all illegal cash, unaccounted cash. To protest against that has been declared illegal because anything, we all know that who did it. It's the big functionaries of Trinamool, and even if it's a businessman who's being protected by functionaries of Trinamool. So the protest, the citizens' protest, after all, a political party represents the citizens. The Nagariks of West Bengal, their protest has been declared illegal. They could have specified that you do this, this is how we are permitting. How can they declare a protest illegal? And this lame excuse that last time it was there was law and order problem. I was in that march. There was no law and order problem. The law and order problem was created on instructions from the top by the police. Before the march started, they were firing water cannons. Before the march started, they fired water cannons. They did lathi charge. I was there present myself. They did it basically to ensure that nothing happens. Look, they will use strong arm tactics tomorrow. The march will happen. Our protest will happen. It represents the citizens' voice, and it will happen. And whatever the consequences.
Mr. Bajor.
Yes.
Just hold on, Mr. Bajoria. In fact, Shantanu Sen of the TMC also joins us over the phone. Mr. Sen, what's the problem if a political party wants to carry out a march? Why not just allow it to happen? And, there must be some protocols that the march can happen from this place to that place, like it happens in the case of Jantar Mantar in Delhi. some mechanism can be found. Why just completely deny a political exercise or a democratic exercise, if I could say?
During this regime of Madam Mamata Banerjee, during this regime of Trinamool Congress government, any political party can hold their program democratically in a peaceful way, whatever they are interested about. But at the same time, we have to keep it in your mind. The government is solely responsible to maintain the law and order situation. If any political party, in the name of holding a rally, if they want to try to spread a message of unrest, if they want to try to spread a message of hooliganism, when their former state president is saying, we will be taking bamboo stick in our hand, and what a police person should do, tell me? If there is an instigation prior to the rally, if there is a message being spread regarding hooliganism and spreading hooliganism, then it becomes the duty of the police persons to maintain the law and order situation. That's what they are doing. That's all.
Sir, was there some intelligence available which showed that the BJP could indulge in hooliganism, that they could snatch sticks from cops and indulge in create a law and order situation? Was there some intelligence to that effect?
No question of intelligence. BJP leaders openly said in their own speeches. I repeat, BJP office bearers and BJP leaders, they have openly said this type of messages in their public speeches, and that has been recorded. It has become public. You can search from YouTube. You can search from social media. It is not based on any.
Mr. Bajoria, if you are listening to.
Yes.
Right, Dr. Santorusen, just hold on. I think Mr. Bajoria is with us. There is a clear charge, Mr. Bajoria, against you that you are in a mood to incite violence given the kind of statements that have come in from BJP leaders. How would you rebut that?
See, this is a bit of a joke the Trinamool spokesperson is trying to make of. If that is really their concern, if that is really, and again, my emphasis on the word really, because it's not. He knows he has to say something and he's saying it. If it's really their concern, the letter would have read, the march will be from this point to this point. You will not carry any sticks or anything. Nothing. It's a straight. In a democracy, sir, how can you stop a protest? Protest and opposition is the cornerstone of democracy. Otherwise, in a totalitarian regime, also there's a government. And this point which the Trinamool spokesperson has just said, that they permit protests. Not one protest they have permitted. They have tried to use strong arm to stop everyone because they do not believe in democracy.
Okay, but also the communication that you have got from the police commissioner's office, Mr. Bajoria, does it mention the reasons why the march is being denied?
It says apprehending law and order problem. But listen, if you're apprehending law and order problem, you will know only when it happens. You can set out terms. You can call the BJP leaders to the police commissioner's office and say that, look, this is what we will do and this is what we will accept, this is what we want. But how can you stop protest? How can a protest march itself be declared illegal? That's my only question. How can a protest march be declared illegal? See, the main problem is that they do not want this protest march because what is the protest about? It is about 77 crores and
Mr. Bajoria, I'll take your points and take them to Dr. Saugata Roy. He's joining us over the phone. Dr. Roy, the point BJP is making is that if there were some apprehensions, they could have been communicated and the police could have said that these are the conditions that the participants in the rally or march should follow, and then this could be allowed. It's a democratic political exercise.
No, it is a democratic political exercise. But the last Navanno rally that the BJP organized led to a lot of violence. They're bringing people from different places, spending crores of rupees, hiring trains and bringing a rally, but they're not assured the government of peace.
So the police, the chief minister is out of Calcutta. She has left it to the police to take a decision in the matter. The police, for their own reasons, particularly to maintain law and order in the city, have not given permission. So what can be said? Democracy is all right, but with the
No, but
rally mode, peace cannot be ensured.
right, you are maintaining that peace could not have been ensured given the manner in which last rally or march to Nabonno panned out by the BJP.
Yes.
Mr. Bajoria, you have not communicated enough with Shaukat Roy to assure him and give him comfort that this time it won't be violent like last time.
It's not my job. It was their job to go to the police and explain what they wanted, they were threatening that there would be big trouble, big hangama. All the statements of the leaders in the last few days, they are saying that everything will go topsy-turvy. How can any responsible officer give permission for this?